The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see
what Joe is running, man.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot running than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Joe money, Joe.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Mouse.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. Dorsett making the catch.
He killed. You're I got so much speed over here. They let me get some speed, man. It's bad for him. Phillip Dorsett, Perry, man, John Ross.
The people up the block in front of either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And then Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon. Ah, come on, Joe. Hold on to the rod, man.
And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession.
It wasn't no killer free agency, but it was just what I needed. You know what I mean? As far as like personnel-wise.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Go by him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell the offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
What happens when you let me put together a squad? Now them boys out there like
so you've got to go out
flying
and
around
offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get
flying around. You're guaranteed. If all my stuff situated, it's guaranteed.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
I already know it. You good for two blitz, like, you know what I mean, YouTube plays that I make sure I'm ready for.
Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
So now I'm just make sure that I use my use the right defense that minimizes. Damn, that's crazy. You got a schedule on your
Jones
from the
gun, he'll throw.
I don't know what we got playing.
He goes down. And they went empty
backfield,
and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
There goes one.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, is audible as well.
You're freaky.
And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
I just traded.
And the Bengals take over here,
He gonna be my number 3, though. I really don't.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way
get out of there. Whoa!
The play calling
Come on, man.
did really well.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
General West.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
I tried to back shoulder it. That's terrible.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
My fault, bro.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you.
That's why I got Bates back there.
If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down, Detroit.
Yep, you knew you was going to talk. That's why we contain the outside. Like the shoes read.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing
flat route to the corner,
but he
to the
diagnosed that play so fast.
Come on, man. Come on.
For a loss of yardage, that's a monster play by a corner.
It's your awareness
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now you want to act sorry.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good play, Paul.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Here we go. 60-yard. First down, Detroit. Here we go. Hey, wahoo. Check, Mike, 47.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Stretch, yeah.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
We've got this. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hit him on that post if you want to.
Here's Jones on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half.
My phone has been tripping, man.
And we'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
What you mean? What you mean?
Topper! Topper! They're not ready for this, man.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Yeah, I wish I knew that a few days ago.
Hey, Zoo! Yes, yes! Mike 47! I don't even know why this team showed up. Get it!
Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Come on, show me why I paid these corners, man. Oh, Kevin King, why I pay you for
right on the edge of the red zone,
the user?
20-yard line.
Yeah. Show me why I paid
beautifully already in the
why y'all think we went after free agency? Let's get our feet work.
Oski, everyone turned the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Back. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll come out throwing to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down, but a way to bring up 2nd down.
Ooh, man.
To throw now on 2nd down.
Yeah.
And he'll take this in the end zone for a Bengal TD. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with a high-powered offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Mixon with a first down carry.
JoJo. Ooh, that boy running.
He'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah,
man with them boys, man.
You go into a game, you think
we
plays
in the laughing stock of the league,
when you
man.
actually get out
Let's
there,
go.
it's starting to happen, your confidence
Bodies,
rises.
leverage, come on. Now watch them. Get freaky.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Hey, but did you buy it on the game though?
Up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hey, Jabri on everything. That's what I deleted, though.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
What are they doing?
I'm trying something on the first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
40, go. Check, 46, go.
2nd and 1. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones, screenplay, Johnson, and he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. What we got? Watch the ass.
Get it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
This is other dude out there who I play Pop Warner with, but I hang out with Matt more. I know him more, but I mean that's why I don't really.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Mixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, a run with Cohen. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Since I got back, because I had my job at, told them I was done, so I ain't been doing shit but sitting in the house and bullshit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Mixon on first down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line, given 2 on the play.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's coming. We got double up. Check. Fresno. Kill.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 24.
Let's go.
Here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Hey, box drop.
Let him know. 47's the mark, boys. 47. Check. 47. Hit it.
From the gun, Jones. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Jones now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Johnson on the counter. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All the time. That's like
36. Hey, watch it.
It's cool though.
Kill. Slam.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. This is Cohen on the toss. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he's got some space here.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
70, Indy.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal to Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And applause of the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 54 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
for a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
34 yards there and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Recon, 152 fighters.
Again, it's Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
What I
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Nick, man, I'm about to go get something to eat. I'll be back. I'm about to do that, go get a haircut, but then I'll be back on.
Yeah. All we got, we gon' let you